My first interaction with Mr. Charudutt Katare was mainly related to treatment. However, I was surprised how come at first meeting itself, someone can in a sweet simple flow be so open about discussing financial goals and financial planning. I was surprised and I was actually taken aback because I, as an individual, never thought of this perspective of life so diligently. As in, when our interaction started happening, he kept mentioning this word called triggers. He constantly used to mention this word called net worth. And slowly, I was fortunate enough to read his first narrative. It's not just a narrative, it's a life lesson. When you read, you understand how simply, with small examples, he has very well placed the importance of setting right financial discipline in your life. It's not just pre-retirement or post-retirement. It's a lifelong lesson. It's a lifelong discipline. It's a simple compilation of multiple facts and figures. And seeing those facts, figures and numbers, it really opens your eyes. I kept wondering, why was this never taught to us in our medical career? However, I was fortunate to read this and it hooked me up to what's going to be in the next part. Because he mentioned in our regular interaction, he always used to mention this word trigger. As I read the second narrative, that time I understood what trigger is. And reading the second narrative really changes your entire perspective. It sets a very nice positive perspective towards life. Because there's a clear concept of motivators and demotivators, which is actually exactly the opposite of what we think. There are people who keep telling us what Sir exactly mentions in the narrative. It really opened my eyes because there are people who will tell us, okay, calm down, go slow, take easy. And I came to know, yes, these are actually the demotivators. Whereas people who never trusted us in life are our motivators. They are the one who drive us to achieve the goal. And such an optimistic perspective towards life, you can only understand through someone else's life experiences. I have read a few self-help books, articles. It's nice to read. But when I read this narrative, it was so relatable. It's very important that we learn something from someone's life experiences. When you learn from life experiences, when I read this narrative, it really sets an ambition in front of your life. It drives you. It opens your eyes. It sets your triggers. It motivates us to get up every day and do what we need to. Big thank you to you and waiting for many more of your narratives to come. Thank you so much.